Work immersion.
During immersion,
During the immersion,
The discipline that I acquired.
Immersion makes me realize that
it actually changed my point of view that
work ethic, determination, drive.
From students to fully functioning individuals.
Who knows, become the next big thing in the industry.
work immersion, a 2-week taste of a job in the real world. As we took this new experience, we Perpetualites became more than who we are in the four corners of the classroom. Let's get started.
During immersion, I practiced time management and business ethics and values, and also learned to compute payroll using Excel. Proper time management skills, as well as analytical skills that are needed in our department.
As a part of the operation and accounting department, I learned that we should always apply integrity at all times, be punctual, and develop self-discipline.
I develop my leadership skills that I can use and share to others in the near future.
Being in the operations and accounting department, we learned to critically analyze payroll using Excel while maintaining the 5S.
Work immersion helped me be adaptable to change. We were transformed from students to fully functioning individuals of the workplace. We experienced drastic changes that we have to adapt to be fully productive.
Being in operations and accounting department, I developed good communication skills and socialization. During our work immersion, I learned to be more focused and develop self-control in doing what is right and avoiding what is wrong. During work immersion, I learned some skills like self-awareness or mindfulness and decision-making. I developed critical thinking, being attentive, and being aware at all times.
I was able to develop my analyzing skills as well as applying and performing basic formulas on a spreadsheet program.
During immersion, as an operation and accounting staff, I have developed both of my creative and critical thinking in terms of learning how to compute taxes.
I developed my analytical skills in the 5S. 5S is not just effective in work, but also in my everyday life.
I learned how to observe 5S, which is the series, say-saw, say-thought, say-cats, and sheets of it.
I acquired strategic skills that help me manage my work in an organized manner. It especially developed my communication skill, social skill, and discipline in prayer.
It developed my communication skills and my profession in making Excel and MS Word. The technical skills I learned from the training is to how to be a good worker, while in the life skills is to have more patience and learn from mistake and failure.
I have developed my interpersonal skills by applying good attitude and professionalism and cooperating with my coworkers.
It develops my decision making and effectiveness in communication.
I have acquired skills or proficiency in using MS Excel to compute for taxes and payroll. In addition to that, I can say that if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together.
I have acquired overall self-discipline, which led me to understand work better. Not only the technical way, but also the small things that has great impact, like putting away the things that are not needed for the task given.
I acquired being professional. It means that work is separated from your personal life.
The technical and life skills I developed during my immersion are managing time, being punctual, discipline, and also being professional to my other co-workers.
During our work immersion, I learned how to apply my time management skills at home and also at work.
During this work immersion training, I developed critical thinking and analytical skills and self-discipline.
During work immersion, I learned to compute a payroll using Excel and to have self-discipline in everything that I do.
I understand that during work, you me to have integrity and to maintain good relationships with your coworkers.
Having perseverance.
I learned that we should always apply 5S in every situation to avoid committing mistakes and to be a well-developed human being.
They really emphasize rules and conduct, so it's necessary to treat everyone with respect.
To be responsible enough in every task that were given to me.
It helped me discipline my acts when interacting with others. Because we have individual differences, we have to act accordingly and consider others over our own selves.
The discipline that I acquired during the immersion is to respect others, and I learned that I should treat them the way I want to be treated. The discipline that I acquired is being responsible in all aspects.
The discipline that I acquired is having a determination and being courageous.
You should obey the rules and regulations of the company you're working at. And of course, time is gold. You should give importance in time.
I think it would be the open communication in the company, which plays a vital role in keeping a good harmony in the workplace.
Patience in terms of doing my job effectively and efficiently as an employee.
To understand work, I need to be effective and efficient, and I must keep on learning. And of course, I need to have a positive attitude.
Being attentive and willingness to learn.
It is like I transformed into a whole new person for the changes that I have gone through, and I will be forever grateful for this opportunity.
One of the most important things I learned is that when it comes to work, you don't have any rooms for error, and you better be.
It helped me to be analytical, critical, and patiently by doing all the duties that assigned to me.
The discipline that I already acquired is to have more patience, be courageous, and being honest to the work.
I've been more responsible with my actions and more disciplined and organized within my workplace by applying 5S.
Work ethic, determination, drive, having a laser-sharp focus. I mean, all of those things are discipline. And a little bit of discipline every day, as long as you stay consistent, you can really go far.
During the immersion, the discipline that I acquired to understand work is integrity.
I've learned that you need to apply 5S to be efficient and effective in work.
By following the rules and regulation, I can manage my time better.
It adds up to my knowledge and experience regarding to the future career that I am going to pursue.
It helps me become a productive person. I can now do a lot of things which I think I cannot do in the past months.
It helped me because it opened up my eyes to have a self-confidence and self-discipline. For me to know what are the do's and don'ts and inside and outside the workplace and to become a productive citizen.
Being more responsible and cooperative to my co-workers for our tasks to be done on time.
I've become aware that in order for me to have a good relationship with my co-workers, I must have a well-developed personality.
It helped me not to be scared with the challenges, and I really understood the real-life work scenario better.
Being part of accounting department, it gives me knowledge about the real world of work experience.
Work immersion helped me understand more the workplace setting through experience. My experiences helped me that I should do my very best in doing what I do. And by doing such, it always gives optimal results. Lastly, it helped me be motivated and prepared for the future challenges that the world has to offer.
It helps me to be more organized and to be responsible, which I can use not just in working, but also in daily life. Of course, it helped me so much and I learned a lot of things, not just applying it in the workplace, but also applying it in daily life. Like the 5S, it made me to be more organized and develop self-control.
By applying 5S, it helps me to be matured enough to handle any circumstances, not just in working, but also in everyday life.
Work immersion helped me to be more responsible and productive at all costs.
This immersion experience helped me to understand how large companies were able to get big, and I was also somehow inspired to strive hard and, who knows, become the next big thing in the industry.
As an employee in our work immersion, I learned how to apply 5S, which improves my way of living.
Immersion is a big help because it's an experience and it helps me to improve myself and to become a better person and to be more responsible.
This experience gives me an idea of what I
I understood the lessons that are taught in school a lot better through my work immersion in CREOTEC, where I have used and applied it.
Actually changed my point of view that struggles or circumstances is not really hard unless you would let yourself stagnant in your pace.
This immersion helped me to be efficiently and effectively in managing time, to be more responsible, not only in school and work, but also at home.
This work immersion training helps me to realize what should I acquire, what I need to develop, and what I need to act in different environments we are involved in.
My immersion experience has proved me that no man is an island. It has changed my perspective of always working alone and being independent. CREOTEC and my co-workers has taught me that everything that we will do should be done with great dignity and integrity.
I realized that no work is easy and that you need to really work hard for it.
My experience has really pushed my limits as a student, and I really felt that I grew more than what I thought I would, and that just proves that CREOTEC has done a really great job at teaching and mentoring students at a different point of view that allows us or that prepares us for a brighter future.
As a trainee here in CREOTEC, it enhanced my skills that I need to be productive and effective and efficient in everything what I do. At the same time, it developed my social skill that made my workplace comfortable.
It helps me as a person by realizing that work is not just for money, but also your passion.
The most important things that I developed is the ability and willingness to learn.
The technical skills and life skills that I develop is my confidence, especially the skills in health and safety.
During the work immersion, I developed my self-confidence in a new level, especially when you're being exposed to the things that you are scared of. It helps a lot. One of the most important technical skills that I learned from immersion is that to be punctual and attentive.
During my work immersion in CREOTEC, I learned a lot of things. I learned how to develop myself. I learned how to manage my time.
To have more discipline and to achieve our goals, we need to be organized. It is true that discipline plays a big role in our life because you can do things better and more accurate.
The disciplines that I acquired during the immersion is to be attentive.
The discipline that I acquired during the work immersion is to be attentive and always follow the spirit. The most important discipline that I learned from immersion is that to be attentive to your supervisor.
Malaking tulong niya sa akin sa pagiging tao kasi dahil sa 5S, natuto akong ayusin ang aking mga gamit, i-segregate ng ayos yung basura sa mga gamit. And nalaman ko din ang hirap ng bawat nagtatrabaho para kumita lang ng pera.
Immersion shapes the minds of the future leader, which we can use when the time comes that we would be a leader.
Immersion experiences helped me to learn and gave me more knowledge, especially about the health and safety.
Being part of the health and safety department, it helps me to become physically and mentally fit. This is important since the danger might arise at any time, at any place, since you are in the work environment.
One of the most important values that I learned from immersion is to be obedient, that you will have to follow what your supervisor will say.
During my time here, I have written a lot of memorandum that are important in running camp.
As an employee relations staff, I developed to manage my time well, my communication skills, and gain more confidence.
During my time here, I have written articles and memorandum that are important in running in company. I learned how to be responsible to my things and to manage my time when doing multiple works.
The technical and life skills that I developed was applying 5S at all times. It doesn't matter if someone looking at you or not. Always apply integrity.
The immersion program helped me a lot to be more responsible, have integrity, apply 5S everywhere, and be understanding and respectful to your co-workers.
This discipline that I acquired is proper application of 5S to myself.
The discipline that I acquired during the work immersion is to don't hesitate to explore something new in the work immersion. Do not try to ask questions to your supervisor. Try to figure it out before asking it.
As part of Employee Relation Department, I developed to discipline myself because you can finish anything if you're just playing around in your working area.
My experience at CREOTEC helped me a lot to be more matured enough to handle things well, especially at the workplace.
During my work experience at company, I was fortunate enough to have experience firsthand and learn many different sides of what goes into a project, general process of a project is initially planned, developed, and completed.
The industry immersion helped me to develop both physical and interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills because how you treat with your coworkers with respect. I can apply it to my daily life basis. Physical because of the work immersion experience, I know now how the feeling of being an employee.
Positive thinking skills and collaborative skills with my co-workers.
I enhanced my computer skills as a computer literate, and I even know how to speak in Japanese.
I developed the work ethics to be productive in the workplace and to respect my co-workers.
To be more careful and be patient at all times.
I acquired the discipline to always check the information submitted by the employees. This technique for avoiding human errors called okayong.
Being accountable and humble helps me to be mature enough to take my responsibility.
It helped me to experience the real world once you get a job and be responsible.
The immersion experiences helped me to enjoy what am I doing and what it is all about.
Because of the industry immersion, I became a better person, and I learned that in every role you take, with great power comes great responsibility.
Immersion ay nakatutulong upang mas mapalawak ang kaalaman ng mga estudyante.
As a mother, I am convinced that the immersion program for the grade 12 is very helpful for several reasons. First, that they were able to become more responsible, and somehow they see now the value of work. They give importance to responsibility, and so I believe that it would really help them in undergoing the real world of work in the future.
Dahil sa K-12, naging bahagi ito ng curriculum ng mga bata na sa tingin ko ay mahalagang bagay na maranasan nila, lalo na sa mga grade 12 na katulad nila Racky. At the same time, masaya rin ito na maranasan nila dahil sooner ay haharapin nila ang kanilang pangarap na para matupad nila ito, lalo na sa pangarap ni Racky na maging isang magaling na accountant. Bilang mami ni Racky, natutuwa kami ng daddy niyan para sa karanasan nilang ito. Mahalaga ito at isang magandang paraan na matutunan nila, lalo na exclusively from CREOTEC. Yun lang at salamat sa CREOTEC.
As my feedback to the company chosen by the University of Perpetual help to handle the work immersion program of the grade 12 students, I can say that my granddaughter valued her time and effort to study more in order to cope up with the chosen course as ABM.
Napansin ko lang kay RR, mula na mag-start ang immersion, siya ay naging responsible at positive sa mga bagay na kanyang ginagawa. Natuto siya magkaroon ng time management, para magkaroon ng direksyon ang mga bagay na gusto nyo gawin. Pabor din naman ako sa immersion kasi ito ay parang additional na kaalaman o extra knowledge para makapag-decide siya pagdating ng college kung ano talaga ang gusto niyang tahakin o kung ano ang maging siya pagdating ng araw. Yun lamang po.